Flage. So how did it feel? You've been playing here for your entire college career. How did it feel to step out onto the court tonight and feel all the love and support from the audience that has cheered you on since you were a freshman?
It felt good. We got the best fans in the world. But it's kind of like any other night because they show up and show out every time we come to the PMAC. But it felt good.
Izzy, for you, how bittersweet was it to be able to go onto the court for that one last play?
It was definitely surreal. It felt good to just go out there one last time. And like Flage said, we have the best fans in the country, so it meant a lot.
Izzy, with your role being different on this team because of your heart condition, just how have you embraced that role and just being a cheerleader and helping your teammates out in any way you can?
Yeah, I think my perspective definitely changed, and it's kind of different than what it was before, but just being any leader, supporter, anything I can for my teammates, just making an impact in any way.
Flage, I want to ask you about Izzy. You guys been with each other for 4 years now. Just what's she like off the court? What's she like in the team meeting room with you guys? What's she like in the locker room? What's she like on, whether you guys go get lunch or something like? Just how has she been an integral part of this team for 4 years?
Just terrible. Izzy is like probably the most selfless person I know. Only because like she knows like every day, like she literally knows she's not gonna play. She shows up to every film session. She showed up on time, ready to go. She always has her opinion about what we're doing and what we should run, but she's very smart. She's like another coach out there, and she'll do whatever it takes like to help us win, like whatever we need. So I would just say she's very selfless. I'm happy to have formed a sisterhood with her over these past 4 years, and I'm just proud of her. She's battling something that a lot of people couldn't, and she faced it every day, and she come, have that same energy every day and cheer us on. So I would say she's selfless, and I love her very much.
Me too.
Flage, if I could, a couple. The jersey, what was the idea? And second, what was it like to stand there and watch that senior video with Izzy?
It was a moment. We watched a lot of those in our time here for other people. So for it being us, like it was pretty cool. And the jersey, I told Jen I wanted to have Big 4 on my jersey with a like EAU, how LSU does it. So they did it for me. It was pretty cool.
Flage, I saw all of the freshmen get really emotional during the senior video. It seems that you guys, your senior class, have had a big impact on them. Just what do those freshmen mean to you, knowing that you guys are kind of passing the torch once you graduate?
This is a impressive freshman class. They're very spirited. And I'm really like hard on them for a lot of stuff, like as people, like being accountable, but they always rise to the occasion. Like Z, Grace, Bella, Divine, they're all really great players, and I'm always telling them, y'all stay here for 4 years, like y'all really could build something special. But they're all just amazing players, and I'm definitely gonna come back a lot next year to see them play.
Flage, you were one of Kim's first 4-year recruits here. What has it meant to you to learn under her and what y'all have been through and battled and bringing home a national championship?
Yeah, it's been great. It's a lot of things that I've been able to experience here because, Coach Mulkey has just an aura for winning. I've never not been in a March Madness tournament. I've never not, been, a high seed or hosted. Like, I've never not experienced something. So I'm just thankful I've been able to really try to grasp everything that's been thrown at me from the first day that I got here. And it's just been cool being at this program at LSU, like with a winning coach, like not having to be in the trenches too much. But, first year winning that national championship really set the bar for me. And now it's kind of like I want the freshmen to feel that, I want them to feel that excitement, that confetti cutting the net. So I'm beyond thankful to be able to have wore this jersey and play under Coach Mulkey.
Flage, when you committed here, you said you wanted to do both basketball and music. So now that your 4 years, I guess, are almost up, how do you think you've done trying to manage both aspects of your life?
Not trying, did. So I think I did pretty good. Won a national championship, did a song with Lil Wayne. I got my own label, about to start signing artists, so I'm doing my thing. But that's just who I am. That's the legacy that I wanted to leave, and I feel like I did it, and I did it in in a good manner. Like, my music never had me distracted from basketball. I always overworked myself and outworked everybody that I could so I could show people, like, this is who I am. Like, this is just what I do. It's not just music or basketball. It's, like, who I am as a person. So just have to thank Coach Mulkey and everybody for just allowing me to be me. But it's also, like, me putting in the work and me giving them that trust that I'm going to be able to handle my business was a big part of it, too.
Any more players? Got a couple more.
Flau'jae, I think Coach said you're one of 2 players you may have to tell to maybe take a break every now and then. Do you have to tap your brakes sometimes, or how do you work as hard as you can and then also, take a breath?
Yeah, I feel like that's just something you learn. You learn to work smarter, and hard. Just like staying off your feet. If you want to condition, get on the bike. Sometimes you don't have to work out for an hour and a half. You could get a good workout in 45 minutes and do like a couple of those rather than like one long session. So just learning how to manage, and then it's a lot of mental too. Like, I used to work because I thought like this is going to make me prepared, but it was really just being mentally there and mentally present and, having that energy. So that's probably the main thing I learned. Like, don't kill yourself. Like, you could just, like, if you're mentally there, like, you're going to be okay.
Flau'jae, a year ago at this time, right here, right here. A year ago at this time, you had the shin splints that you were dealing with. So how do you feel physically now compared to what you were last year?
Yeah, no, I feel great. Just rolling ankles. So now I got to wear ankle brace and extra tape. But now I feel good physically. I'm going to ramp up a little more conditioning on the bike and just continue to do what I've been doing. March is like my favorite time of the year. It's do or die. So I'm excited to play, especially for my last stint, I guess.
Thank you.
Good job.
Questions for Coach? Please raise your hand.
Coach, they were beating you on the glass in the first half, and then you guys kind of dominated them on the glass in the second half. What was the difference, and what was the message that you gave to your young women at halftime?
I've never seen you in here. Where are you from?
I've been here over the years, Coach. I'm from Lafayette.
All right. Y'all going to identify yourself so I get to know you. You write a bad article, I won't ever talk to you again. Yeah, we were being pushed around, dominated. It's hard to put a body on somebody that flies from the three-point line in there at 6'3", 6'4" to get rebounds, but get in front of them. And we were being out-rebounded, and then I decided to go small, and we out-rebounded them, I think, 11 in the second half. So a message got through. Coach Bob works with post players, and he wasn't real thrilled and challenged them. I thought Z and Grace accepted the challenge, and they went in there and battled and got some offensive putbacks and defensive rebounds. I thought Michaela Williams really, really had a good game. I thought Jada, until I had to take her out with fouls, I thought those two young ladies with Lay on the floor settled down a little bit. As I said in the first half, that was rec ball. Both teams, that just nobody guarding anybody. And I guess some people like that. Junkie coaches don't. I like defense, and but it settled down a little bit more in the second half.
You talked about it a little bit. Put in a smaller lineup. You guys finished with 50 paint points. How have y'all been able to be so successful inside?
Today it was, don't settle for anything outside the paint. Until they take charges or they stop you, you just go right to the paint and you score. And I thought we did that. It was just physical. Just be physical. I thought at halftime one of the messages I gave is that we're not very physical. This doesn't fit our idea of what we're supposed to be doing. And I thought we became a little bit more physical rebounding. I thought we got more physical just taking the ball off the dribble and getting to the paint.
Hi, Coach Mulkey. I'm Ava Lucky. So how rewarding has it been for you, because coaches and players always have such a special bond, how rewarding has it been for you to see your seniors grow, and how has it been to see their progress and see not only how they've how they've grown as players, but also how they've grown as like women. And
Well, you're looking, the three seniors really have three different stories to tell. With Mama, I only have had her 1 year. And we needed post out of the portal. And we had seen Mama play in the summers, and she had a great career at East Carolina, averaging a double-double. Strong. She's very strong. And I just think Mama in 1 year has been able to contribute, which is extremely hard to do in a program that is as talented as ours. But man, she is holding her own and doing fine. Izzy, I've known Izzy and her family. Gosh, second grade, she used to come to my camps at Baylor. And I just thought the kids coming to LSU, great family, would be great to be a part of your program. And just said, why don't you come try out? And I don't know that I'd call it a tryout. I just told her I want you on the team. And for her to have the heart condition happen is just, it has to be gut-wrenching for her and her family, because we have sent her all over to diagnose what is going on. She's played this game since she was small, and then here her junior year during a physical, this has happened. And what it tells me about Izzy is Izzy's priorities in life are in order. While she loves basketball, she's got her national championship ring. She got to play in front of her hometown friends and family. She understands that she's trying to play basketball when most people that have her condition are just trying to live and survive. So Izzy's a great, great young lady and teammate. Flage, when I think of LSU and all the tremendous athletes that have played all the sports here, her name is going to be right up there with them. Not just because of her basketball talent and her rapping. She's all over this campus. She's all over this community. We don't even know all the things Flage does for people. And she's very generous and shares her wealth. Her soul is so pure. She's happy. She's just a joyful person. And she took a chance on LSU when, what did we have to sell? The previous, we just got here, and she was the first McDonald's All-American that I signed at LSU. The story on Flage will be all those things I just mentioned, but the greatest story of all to me is she stayed 4 years at LSU and will graduate. When you think of college athletics now, people don't do it anymore. And she loves LSU, and in return, LSU embraced her and loved her back. And it's amazing to watch her work a crowd. Of all races, of all ages, she can work a crowd. She probably one day will get into politics, and we'll go, that doesn't surprise you.
Hey, Coach. How impactful was Malaysia in her minutes, especially once she settled down and you put it back in?
I haven't really looked at Malaysia's stats. I just know that she's been playing in practice very confidently. She can make some of the worst turnovers that just make your blood boil, but then she can get it back on the other end. So Malaysia has got a lot of energy right now. She's got a lot of confidence right now. And she and Jada on the floor together brings a new dynamic that maybe we didn't see earlier in the year, pushing the ball up the floor. Sometimes Malaysia wants to pass it too much. She'll cross that foul line, and I always tell her, when you go past the foul line, you go to score first, pass second. And some of those turnovers she has, you just like, Malaysia, there's nobody there. Casper the friendly ghost, who you throwing it to? But she is exciting. She's exciting, and she brings a boatload of energy when she's playing confident.
Kim, got two for you. You and Kim shared a long embrace before and after the game.
Yes, and you're not going to know what that was about.
Okay.
Why do y'all continue to ask those personal questions? Do you think we're going to slip up and tell you?
Well, no, I just thought it was
Yeah,
I thought it was a neat gesture.
Say, that was great. What'd you say to her? That's what you were going to ask.
Yeah, it's-
I'm not going to tell y'all what I say to coaches. No, it was personal. One of the things was, hey, how's Connor doing? The son. But no, that's a young coach. She's just in her second year there. I can remember the legendary coaches I had to coach against when I got in the Big 12, Marcia Sharp, Jody Conrad. Anything those coaches said to me, I absorbed it like a sponge. And I just said some encouraging words.
I wanted to ask you about Grace, too. Obviously, she had what she dealt with the other night, but looked like she was really motivated tonight. She played really well.
Grace is motivated every game, every day. I love her fire. I love how she gets pumped up. I saw the Jock interview. I didn't ask her to apologize to anybody. She did that on her own because she knew that it cost us 6 points in that moment. But I think the greatest thing about that interview is she said she's not losing her fire. She's not going to stop being Grace. And that's what I love about her. She's just got a burning desire to be tough, to be physical, to play the game the way it's supposed to be played. And she got some big rebounds and a lot of traffic in that second half tonight.
Did you honor the seniors at halftime so more people could be here, or how do you decide that?
No, TV asked me that. I don't really have a say in it. I guess I could, but they just decided to do halftime and then at the end of the game do the video stuff. I have no idea who made that decision, and I couldn't tell you what I've done in all my years of coaching. Just whatever you decide, let's do it.
Is that a little challenging in a tight game when you want to talk
sure
at halftime?
is.
Yeah.
Well, doing any presentation this late, and particularly when you're, trying to win one more game to get a double bye in the SEC tournament, but you put that aside for just those few minutes. And but yeah, you'd love to do it when we don't have a game to play or we don't have, but it doesn't work like that. Every program has to have senior night, and you either do it before, during, or after. And I'm not sure. I would think maybe they don't want to do it after in case you lose. That would be bad. So I don't know. I would give that question to marketing.
Coach, you touched up on it earlier, but what did you see from Michaela Williams today as she led the team with scoring?
Well, I thought Michaela played strong. When we went small, I moved Michaela inside with Z some and with Grace some, and I just felt like she played extremely strong, both on the perimeter. She was taking it in there hard. We all know Michaela's one of the best jump shooting mid-range players in the country. But she mixed up what she was doing offensively. She missed a couple threes there, but they were good shots. And I think she ended up with like 10 rebounds. And did we have anybody else with double-figure rebounds? I don't know. Okay, so she's going to be real happy in the locker room, film room tomorrow, because she's going to get her name on the board by herself. You have to have double digits to get on the goal board, and so that's going to be a fun time for her. And she gets a little sticker, and then they put it on their helmets.
When do they wear those helmets?
Well, some of them put them on when we're sitting there, but some of them just carry them, in there. But they love it. They absolutely love it. They love to see who's going to be defensive player of the game so that they can get their picture on the wall in the locker room. And Coach Bob is so good about making sure that we make little things big things.
And it's Brett Martell with AP. Two questions. One is just, this is not a question about what you said to Kim, but I just wondered if you wanted to offer any comments about Tennessee in the context of
I got
criticism.
one team and one team only to
Okay,
worry about.
That's fine.
I can't even tell you who won the games today, but I'll find out when I get home. Listen, for me to ever, or for any coach to ever comment about another team and how they handle their team, to me, that's not what we do. talk about your team, and that's all I can tell you.
Okay. One other thing, just because I don't know if we'll see you again here before the SEC tournament. It always seems to be in South Carolina lately. Do you have any thoughts on?
Well, yeah, I think South Carolina and Greenville, they have invested in that, and they keep bidding on it, and they keep saying, hey, we'll show up, and they do. And that's how you get it. I would think that, competitors want it in other places closer to their fans, but hey, get off your rump and bid on it. We'd like to have it in New Orleans. Somebody bid on it. Let's go to the Smoothie King. I'm sure Texas would like to have it somewhere in Texas, but South Carolina's stepping up to the plate, and they are committed to it. And kudos to them. And how can you say anything negative if nobody else is going to bid on it and nobody else is going to step up and try to compete for it?
Coach, I think I might know the answer to this question, but
Y'all getting to know me really well. It's kind of like, this is how y'all do it now. Hang with me. Like if you're sitting in a restaurant, Coach, I hate to bother you for an autograph, but do y'all realize all three of y'all did that? Coach, I know I probably know, but all right, go ahead, Reed.
So you're probably going to, in all likelihood, be hosting tournament games here.
Yes.
At least the first two.
Yes.
Does it matter to you whether you're a 1 seed, 2 seed?
No,
3 seed?
no. What were we when we won a natty? What were we at Baylor many times when we won those 3 natties? What it's going to take is 12 people are going to sit. I think it's 12. Miriam, is it still 12? They sit in there, and they've got to decide who are the 4 number 1 seeds. Have y'all looked at UCLA's? How many ranked teams have they played versus Connecticut? If I'm UCLA, I'm sitting there going, well, why did Connecticut get the number 1 seed and we didn't? Those are decisions that have to be made. There is no right or wrong, but I'll just take it right from there. Who in the SEC, I'll guarantee you those people on that committee are going to be pulling their hair out to try to seed these teams in this league. I've never seen anything like this. This league this year, it is brutal. And how in the world are you going to try to keep all of us away from each other till you get to a certain round? That's hard. But yeah, I use Connecticut and UCLA as a example because that's going to be talked about. Because they want to talk about non-conference strength of schedule. How many have we played since the SEC started? It is tough, and it's going to be real interesting. I go back to where there used to be 4 regionals. Now we got the 2, always in the West Coast, and then now it's in Fort Worth. Is that better, or were the 4 regionals better? For fans. Got so many things you could talk about. I just want to host the first and second round games here. I think our fans deserve it. Our team deserves it. And certainly we'd like to be in Fort Worth. But wherever we are, we'll hop on that plane and go. Y'all going wherever we go? Y'all save money? Did you get some money, save that money? Y'all used to not have to worry about that, did you? When y'all had your budget meetings, now y'all got to worry. Oh, you better leave some over here. That's a good thing. Y'all be good.